What's going on, guys, and welcome to episode 10 of my Spurs career mode, where today we begin our journey on world class difficulty. Yes, you'll see that in this first game against Swansea I show you the main menu before we start the game, just so I can prove that we're on world class. There we go. I also changed the side around a little bit because I want to give players a rest. I've got a massive amount of games in this episode, to be honest. I think I have 5 or 6 games. This is the last episode before the January transfer window, and the next episode will be done perfectly live. We're going to go through the entire month, but all live. The games might be just post footage because I might record those without commentary, but doesn't matter. But straight away into this game against Swansea, you see, we start off pretty well, to be honest. Like, Fazio over here gives the ball straight to Lamella, who plays, in my view, an absolutely great ball over to Ocean. It's a little bit lucky because Wayne Routledge, top of your screen, was coming back to keep me onside. He actually went down injured, Routledge, so I kind of got away with this because the replay shows it off quite well. See, Lamella gets the ball, he crosses it in. There's Routledge running back on, keeping Eriksson onside. It gives me a chance to head it into the goal. I got really lucky with that. Routledge was obviously injured. He was getting up, he walked back, leaving me in onside position. Not going to moan though, take a 1-0 lead, which actually went quite well towards the end of the game because this game is insane. Like, this is the start of a massive amount of goals, and later into the game, that's Eriksson's 3rd goal in the Premier League this season. I love using Eriksson. He's definitely a player I want to hold on to. Going into later in the first half, near the end of the first half, about 40 minutes in, Dumbia gets played in by Bonnie, and it's a great shot. I mean, it's a brilliant shot with his left foot here. I thought when I shot this he's going to go with his right. He didn't. He chose to go with his left for some reason. I'm not sure why the game decided I'm going to hit it with his left foot. But still, it goes in the corner. I'm not going to mow it. It's a great finish. Wilfried Bonny, Dumbia, 2 great signings, both playing really well, both combining really well. But of course, we do have Harry Kane and Soldado in the wings, ready to replace them if we need to. But at the minute, we don't need to, because Dumbia is top of the goal scorers and Bonny's not far behind him. And then, going into the last minute of the first half, we get a great goal here from Capoue, I believe it is, who gets on the end of a great corner from Eriksson once again. Yep, that is indeed Capoue, and it looks like we're going to be all set to take home 3 points from Wales here. But as you know, world class can become quite difficult, so it's not going to be easy. The second half is going to be much more difficult. I'm going to predict already. Well, I predict it. I know the score. I know exactly what happens, but I'm going to say right now, world class, if you get a 3-0 lead, don't take it for granted, because the computer generates momentum, meaning that you are going to get a massive onslaught, as I do in the second half against Swansea here. But before we even get to the second half, I do stupid here. I give away the ball ridiculously, and of course momentum. 45-minute goal from Oliveira means we're going into the second half with only a 2-goal advantage. Yep, give away a goal right at the end of the first half, meaning that we have a long 45 minutes ahead of us. It's a great goal though, I've got to admit. I left them wide open, and it's a fantastic finish. I mean, it's one of those, I want to say glitched, but it's just like when the player goes down like that, you never ever see that much power come out of a shot like that. But you know, it's EA for you, but it's a goal anyway. You can't really argue where it came from. But it is 3-1, and we're going to second half knowing that I had to keep the pressure off and try and hit them on the counter, because that's how it's going to work. But in the 60-something minute, it's very low, 69th minute, I give away a penalty, which is stupid. I mean, Fazio, what was I thinking? I mean, I pressed circle. I actually went in for this tackle, but I went in from behind with Fazio, meaning that Swansea do get a penalty here. You'll see here. There it is. Right in through Neil Taylor, meaning I give away a penalty, and look who steps up to take it. It's Sigurdsson. 2 episodes in a row, give away a penalty, and a former Spurs player is going to be taking it. Of course, I didn't sell Sigurdsson. He was already sold when I started this career mode, but he's going to step up, and I think you can guess what's going to happen. As Adebayor did with Newcastle, Sigurdsson's going to score for Swansea, making it 3-2 with only 20 minutes left. Yeah. This is what happens when you play FIFA. You are 3-0 up and you can see 2 goals, and all of a sudden you are sweating, and you are literally going to be taking in all of the pressure for the last 20 minutes of the game. It's a good penalty though, I've got to admit. Dumbia there frustrated. I was frustrated. I gave away a stupid penalty. I knew I had to try and save it, but I couldn't. I give away a goal. I've only got a 1-goal advantage, and here it is, 90th minute. Look at this for some EA bull. I give away a corner, okay? So it's a 90th minute corner. I've already given a goal away in the 45th minute. This is the cross that comes in. Watch this. Segerson is going to whip it in. I then just decide I don't want to clear it. The goalkeeper that's come up gets a header on target. It then bounces around ready for a random defender to go to control it, go past Lloris, who's still on the floor, and head it into the goal. I was winning 3-0 and I drew the game 3-3. This is how the game ended. I couldn't push on. The second I kicked off was literally it. You'll see right here, I kick off. I've got ultra attack and I'm going to make a run, and just straight away he blows the whistle, not giving me a chance. I was frustrated. But then I go into the Europa League game. I did decide to sim it. I've won every game. I'm already qualified. I give my second team a run out, and I'm up against Lokomotiv, who are bottom of the group, I believe, at this point. I don't know where they are actually off by heart. I don't know where they are. But we won this game, and I simmed it because I'd already won the group. I was not going to make a difference. I go 1-0 up. I'd won every game as well. Carl Norton scoring. Love that guy. Lamella goes to 2-0 into the last half hour of the game. I know pretty much right now that I'm guaranteed to go through, and I actually go through with a 100% record. 6 wins out of 6, meaning I will be in the knockout stages. But moving straight into this game here against Chelsea, very tough game, particularly on world class, I gotta admit. And I got really lucky here, or did I? No. Matic scores. I deserve to be 1-0 down from that. I should have been 1-0 down with Willian missing the header, hit the crossbar, but Matic just put it away. It was 1-0, and we're almost at half time at this point, so evidently I should have been holding on till half time and then pushing on. Chelsea were dominating in the first half, I gotta admit. I couldn't really keep them off. I mean, they are a brilliant side, and it's a great finish from Matic. But then right before half time, I thought my momentum would shift in my favour for once, but we'll see, you know. EA have always said there's no momentum in their games, but we all know that to be a lie. So Matic scores his first goal in the Premier League this season. Very well done, Matic. Then 45th minute arrives, and this is a great cross here from Kyle Walker. And Wilfried Bony towers over Kurt Zouma and puts it into the back of the net, meaning it is 1-1 going into the second half. Half time, and it's going to be 1-1 with a great header from Bony. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. Like, how he rises above Kurt Zouma, who, by the way, is one of the most overpowered defenders in this game, and puts it into the net, who I think that's past Czech, if I'm not mistaken. Is that Czech in goal? Nope. Oh yeah, no, I can't. It's Mark Schwarzer who's actually in goal. Yeah, I was surprised by that too. I think in this career mode, I think Chelsea may have sold Courtois, and then they're using Schwarzer in this game. I don't know. But anyway, it's 1-1. I'm into the second half here. Chelsea getting an attack on the way here with Willian and Oscar. Oscar's going to cross it in. Costa's going to miss. But there's Matic once again to pick up the pieces. I have literally lost track of him in the box twice, and he's punished me with a goal in both occasions. Matic is an unbelievable player on this game. He is an absolute rock in midfield, and also he seems to find the positions in the box to give you a very, very low situation. Great finish from him there. Past Mason, who lost track of his man. And Mason is certainly out of form at the moment. In fact, I'm thinking of selling him in the January transfer window just so I can make room for any more signings, because I want to turn this team into a top-class team. 83rd minute in, I'm still losing 2-1, and I get an absolutely beautiful chance here with Dumbia, but it gets deflected, but falls to Kapua, and the replay decides to start instantly. What a shot that is. Schwarzer should be saving that, but Kapua has got his foot around that beautifully. It's a great animation, and he has put it into the back of the net, meaning it is 2-2, heading into the last 5 minutes of the game. Can we snatch a winner? Can we take all 3 points away from the absolute fortress that is Stamford Bridge? Capoe's second goal, meaning no, we can't. I'm going straight into this game against Leicester because we couldn't beat Chelsea. And against Leicester, I absolutely dominated without scoring a goal until the 35th minute. Harry Kane, great roulette, great shot, great goal. Played Soldado and Kane up front. This is my second team playing against Leicester because in 2 days' time we had Manchester United, so I knew I had to make a bit of space, and it's a great finish. I mean, look at this for a roulette. Boink, bye. And also a great finish. I love Harry Kane in this game. Moving on into the 75th minute second half. My computer's just gone off. Turn back on. Great move here from Kane, and Townsend puts it into the net right there. Sorry about that little instant bit of audio, guys. My computer decided to turn off into sleep mode almost. Well, because the monitor went off. But it's a great goal here, and it's an absolute another one of those cases where the striker's sliding in, meaning that he's putting it into a bit of an overpowered shot. But oh well, I didn't mind. I was 2-0 up against Leicester, and to be honest, I deserve to be. I absolutely dominated this game, meaning that I take all 3 points from the King Power Stadium. Moving this game, Manchester United, I'm going to show you some chances that were in this game. Anderson playing around here. All of a sudden it goes over to Nick Powell, who was playing. This game was weird because they were playing weird players, Man United. They were playing Powell, they were playing shoulders of mine, but Janko, McNair, you know, they're top quality players, but they were playing their youth squad against me, which I found quite bad. And this is ridiculous. You know, it's the 90th minute, it's 0-0, Tottenham vs Man United, and Wayne Rooney is holding the ball up. I found that quite ridiculous, the fact that Manchester United of all teams were holding the ball up away from home at Tottenham, which is quite bad, but it did end 0-0, meaning, I think it's like that's our first 0-0 for definite, but only like our 3rd draw maybe, so look at the league table. In fact, that was our 6th draw. Wow. Didn't think it was going to be that much. But yeah, we are still second in the table behind Stoke City, Arsenal, Chelsea and Everton make it the top 5. But that's it for this episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, make sure you hit that like, leave a comment, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode of my Spurs Career Mode.